What if the biggest reason your blood pressure stays high isn't what you ate yesterday, but something you do every morning without thinking? You may take your medication correctly, eat healthier, and still see those numbers creeping upward. The surprising truth is that ordinary daily habits can temporarily raise blood pressure, and repeated patterns may matter even more. Imagine a 68-year-old man named Robert. He took his blood pressure medicine every morning, avoided extra salt, and walked regularly. But his readings were inconsistent. One day they were high, another day better. He assumed his medication had stopped working. Then his doctor asked one simple question: "What do you do during the first hour after waking?" Robert immediately checked his phone, drank coffee, rushed around, skipped breakfast sometimes, and rarely drank water early in the day. Then he checked his blood pressure while thinking about everything he needed to accomplish. His problem wasn't necessarily one mistake. It was a pattern. And blood pressure isn't a frozen number. It changes with activity, stress, caffeine, sleep, and many other factors. That's why you can't understand blood pressure from one number alone. You also need to know what happened before the measurement. Were you resting? Had you climbed stairs? Were you anxious? Had you consumed caffeine? Were you talking? Were your legs crossed? These details may seem small, but consistent measurement conditions can give your healthcare professional much better information. Habit number 1. Measuring too quickly. You sit down, put on the cuff, and immediately press start. But your body may still be reacting to walking, climbing stairs, talking, or stress. For better home readings, sit quietly first. Keep your back supported, feet flat, and arms supported. Don't talk during the measurement. The goal is to measure resting blood pressure. Consider Susan, age 72. She always checked her blood pressure immediately after walking into her bedroom. Her readings looked consistently high. After learning proper measurement technique and resting first, her readings changed. That didn't mean her hypertension disappeared. It meant her doctor finally had more reliable information. Sometimes the first improvement isn't changing your body. It's improving how you measure. Habit number 2. Caffeine and your morning routine. Coffee isn't automatically bad for people with high blood pressure, but caffeine can temporarily raise blood pressure in some people. If you wake up, drink strong coffee, rush around, and immediately measure your pressure, several factors may be influencing that reading at once. Keep your measurement timing consistent and discuss your caffeine intake with your doctor if you're concerned. Habit number 3. Hidden sodium. You don't need to eat a bag of chips to consume a lot of sodium. Packaged soups, bread, sauces, frozen meals, canned foods, processed meats, cheese, and restaurant dressings can all contribute. Your body needs sodium, but excessive intake can cause fluid retention and may contribute to higher blood pressure, especially in salt-sensitive people. Take Michael, age 66. He stopped eating chips and never added salt at the table, so he assumed his sodium intake was under control. But his lunch often included packaged soup, processed turkey, cheese, and bottled dressing. Individually, each seemed reasonable. Together, they added up. Reading labels and choosing more minimally processed foods can help you make smarter choices. Habit number 4. Sitting too much. You might walk for 30 minutes every morning, but spend the rest of the day sitting. Regular movement matters beyond exercise alone. Consider Frank. He walked every morning, then sat at a computer for hours, watched television, and sat through dinner. His doctor didn't tell him to stop walking. Instead, he suggested breaking up long periods of sitting with short movement breaks. You don't necessarily need an extreme workout. Stand up, walk around your home, stretch gently, or do a few household tasks. The goal is to reduce long, uninterrupted periods of inactivity. If you have balance problems, joint limitations, or another condition affecting movement, ask your healthcare professional what activities are appropriate for you. Habit number 5. Poor quality sleep. Sleep isn't only about energy and mood. Your cardiovascular system needs it too. During healthy sleep, your body normally becomes calmer and blood pressure generally decreases compared with waking levels. When sleep is repeatedly disrupted, that recovery can be affected. One important issue to discuss with your doctor is sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can disrupt breathing repeatedly during the night. Possible warning signs include loud snoring, witnessed breathing pauses, morning headaches, frequent nighttime waking, or excessive daytime sleepiness. These symptoms don't prove you have sleep apnea, but they're worth discussing with a doctor. Sometimes the hidden factor affecting blood pressure isn't what you're eating. It's what's happening while you're asleep. Now think about your own routine. Do you measure your blood pressure immediately after getting up? Drink caffeine first? Eat more packaged foods than you realize? Sit for long periods? Or wake up tired despite spending enough time in bed? Don't feel guilty if you recognize one or more. The goal isn't fear. It's awareness and understanding which patterns may deserve attention. Here's a simple 7-day experiment. Create a blood pressure diary. Record the time you measured, your blood pressure, pulse, caffeine intake, exercise, sleep, meals, and anything unusual like illness or significant stress. Then take that information to your healthcare professional. Ask whether you're measuring correctly, whether medication timing is appropriate, and whether anything else should be investigated. Persistent high blood pressure can sometimes deserve evaluation for medication effects, kidney problems, sleep disorders, or other contributing factors. Don't automatically assume you need another medication, but don't assume you don't need one either. Let the evidence and your healthcare professional guide the decision. Your daily observations can provide useful information that a single office reading may not show. The encouraging part is that you don't need to completely redesign your life overnight. You don't need complicated routines or a cabinet full of supplements. Sometimes progress starts with better measurements, more movement, smarter food choices, consistent sleep, and communication with your healthcare team. These habits don't replace medical treatment. They can support the overall plan created for you. Remember Margaret, age 74. She thought her blood pressure was simply getting worse because she was getting older. But her healthcare team discovered poor sleep, incorrect measurement timing, and long periods of sitting. She worked with her doctor, improved her measurement routine, added movement breaks, and addressed her sleep problems. Her numbers didn't change overnight, but the pattern became more stable. So let's review. 1. Measure after resting rather than immediately after activity. 2. Pay attention to caffeine in your morning routine. 3. Watch for hidden sodium in packaged foods. 4. Break up long periods of sitting. 5. Don't ignore persistent sleep problems. None of these means you should panic or stop medication. They simply give you better questions to discuss with your healthcare team. For the next 7 days, don't obsess over your blood pressure. Observe it. Measure consistently. Record what happened beforehand, and notice your sleep, activity, caffeine, and meals. If this video helped you, share it with someone managing high blood pressure and comment check. And remember, your blood pressure number is not a verdict on your future. Understanding patterns and making informed decisions can help you work with your healthcare team to protect your health.